Hello, friends. I am at Pop 66 in Arcadia, Oklahoma today. And just got about another 12 and a half minutes to get started. But just kind of help you guys explore a little bit of Route 66. And this place here wasn't actually built in the time of Route 66. Some of the things that we might see as we journey on farther west. But this is built kind of in honor of Route 66. And I'll show you in a few minutes here when we get started. There's a soda pop, steel structure of a soda pop bottle out here that's 66 feet tall. And it actually lights up at night in neon colors. It's really, really cool. So sorry that we won't get to see that tonight. But you know what I'll do? I'll put a link. I'll do a post and I'll put a link in there with a picture of the soda pop bottle all lit up, that kind of thing. And but today we'll explore Pop 66 Soda Ranch in Arcadia, Oklahoma. Hi, Satyam. Yeah, good to see you. Hi, everybody that's joining. Look at this. I already got a bunch of people on here. Walter and Rhonda, Joan. Yeah. All right. Glad to have you guys today. So I'll just do a little recap. So Happy New Year, by the way. This is my first tour of the 2023. Happy to be doing it. And as we travel across the U.S. While we're on vacation over here. So we had a granddaughter born the 21st of December. So that was what brought us to the States, that and visiting family and friends for the holiday season. Hi, Maurice. Good to have you. And so we're, thank you, Satyam. Yeah, she's beautiful. She is. Let's see if I can do a post here. I don't know if that one's going to show up. Let's do, this might turn sideways. Let me try this and see what happens. Oh, well, it came off awful big, so it's kind of hard to see. Hope joined. Thank you, Hope. Let me see if I can do something else with that. It doesn't look like I could edit it from here, but anyway, picture of my granddaughter, Lily. Her name's Delilah. We call her Lily. Let me try to do a different one. It might turn out a little better. This one here. Okay, there we go. There's a picture of me with Lily. And she's the newest addition to the family. And we have 18 grandkids now, counting Lily. And we're loving every minute of it. Got to spend some good time with her and her parents, my son Preston and his wife Angelica. So we did that. And then we also met up with, hi Nancy, hi Hope, thanks for coming. We also met up with the rest of the family. Had a great time swapping stories and stuff last night at my mom's house. But we're going on across the country to see the rest of our family. Hi, Karen, Walter. Good to have you guys. And one of the things that I wanted to do is Lori and I have really been enjoying our time together as we've traveled the country. We moved to Portugal in mid-September. And so I've done some Heygo tours over there. Initially, it's how I got started in Heygo. And then we're... like I said, on vacation here, traveling across the country. We started in Tulsa, Oklahoma, which I did do a Route 66. I did the Blue Whale over there in Catoosa, which actually was built in 1972. And during the time that Route 66 was still active, the highway system came through there in the mid-70s, replaced Route 66. But yeah, so it's just been a fun ride. So from here, we're going to Utah. We're going to Amarillo tonight. We'll be in Amarillo, and tomorrow I'll do a tour of the Cadillac Ranch. which is out there really near Amarillo. And that's a iconic Route 66 kind of landmark that was done. I'm trying to remember the year that one was put up, but I think it was back in the 60s. I'll look that one up tomorrow and I'll share that one with you. But for today, we're over here at Pop's Soda Ranch, and it's about 7 minutes left, so I don't want to give away all of the info early. I want you guys to hang around to see the rest of it. But during my intro, I try to provide a little bit of background of what we're doing and where we've been and where we're going. So Lori and I, we started our Rick and Lori's Grand Adventure website and Facebook site about 4 years ago, I guess, and right after we got married. And so we've been posting things on there. So if you want to see some of those things, that previous journeys and things before we started doing Heygo, you can look on that, and I can post a link in that as well when I do my post. Hi, Kurt and Cindy. We appreciate seeing you guys on here. Got Jane and Pam and Diane and Carol. So I know I had about 84 or 94 people booked already on the tour. And so we're happy to have you guys here today for sure. It's been great having I say a following, but I feel like, we do these things together, and that's what makes it fun. I like the community of Heygo and being able to share things, learn new things. I like to go on tours myself. So that's just a great thing with technology. And it looks like Lori, the other half of Rick and Lori's Grand Adventure, the better half, I would say, has been in the Pop 66 already and got a few things. Coming back out here. So as we get started here, I got about 5 minutes left. Hi, Preston. Good to see you, buddy. Pam, we got, thanks for greeting everybody. Diane's in Wisconsin, it looks like. Kind of posted that there. So we're in Arcadia, Oklahoma today. We're closer to Edmond, which is like real close to Oklahoma City. And so we're traveling through here today on Route 66. And we are going to see the round barn here in a little bit too. I didn't schedule that one for Heygo, but we'll probably do some pictures and some video and maybe post that up on our Rick and Lori's Grand Adventure site. You guys could take a look at that as well. We probably at some point will kind of do a conglomerate of all of our Route 66 stops. I know we've got some stuff already on our website and some things that are on our Facebook site that we've traveled this highway. Gosh, I don't know, probably 5 or 6 times, maybe by the time we're counting this one, back and forth between Oklahoma and Oregon. So it's been a lot of fun. Justin, hi there. Okay, Diane says, only been to Oklahoma City, but lived in Kansas for 8 years. Yeah, Kansas is a close neighbor, so we've been up there a few times too, coming across the United States. And Justin, good to see you. So I think I'm going to go ahead, and we got a few minutes left. So I'm going to go ahead and get out of the car here and head out of the parking lot over towards the store. And so Pops is, it's a combination of a kind of a convenience store, a restaurant, place for, you can get gas here. There's gas pumps out, a lot of souvenirs and things for Route 66 followers. And then with the last I read, there's hundreds, and I read an article that said that this place has 700 different varieties of soda pop, bottled soda pop. So then they also have some of their own concoctions. They have one called the Round Barn Root Beer. So to pay honor of the Round Barn that's up the road here that was built in 1898. Then it's become an icon of Route 66 as well. So I'm going to get this turned around. There we go. Still got a couple of minutes left, but I'm going to go ahead and get out. And it feels good to get out of the car for a little while. I've been traveling for a couple of hours. And you guys, thank you so much for following. And the ones of you have hit the follow button. You can see my tours coming up. Like I said, I got one tomorrow coming up in Amarillo, Texas. And we're going to see the Cadillac Ranch, which is a great, iconic feature of Route 66. And it's become basically decades long. I believe it was 1967. I said 70s earlier. I think the Cadillac Ranch was in 1967, commissioned by the guy that owned the property out there, and Marsh Wells, I think was his name. And so he did that. And originally the Cadillacs, if you've seen the images, they're stuck in the ground at a kind of an angle, and they're lined up from I think 1949. I think there's about 7 of them out there going through each year. So that's kind of a fun thing to see. And we'll see that one tomorrow. But today, and I am about a minute out from actually going live here, but just giving you a little background. So good to see everybody and looking to see where you guys are from. We got west coast of Scotland, and Christian joined us here, and Mandy and Mike, and we got a lot of folks here today. So it's 43 seconds, and I kind of pan back over here so you can see there's a big parking lot here. This place does get busy, especially on the weekends. Mandy and Mike and Jill, good to have you guys. It's a little windy today, so you might be able to hear, hopefully my microphone's working well in the cover so you don't have a lot of wind noise, but I'll be inside the store in just a few minutes. So, all right, again, here we are. And just Happy New Year to everybody. I want to tell you guys Happy New Year, and we sure do appreciate you being a part of this Heygo lifestyle we're adjusting to now, and bringing people along on tours to see the things that we see and explore these different areas of interest, whether they be in Portugal, where we moved to a few months ago, and or where we've lived over here in the States, and some of the places that we've traveled. Hi, Marty from Canada. Penny and Linda's here. You guys could post on here where you're from. That'd be helpful. I could see when, what time zones you're in and the things that you're doing here. The other members here can connect with you from Baltimore. Nice to see you, Linda and Peggy from Minnesota. Okay, so we're actually already getting started here on the tour. I'm going to back up a little bit and kind of pan around here. I'm going to slow down real slow here until we can get adjusted and come in from the front. I'm going to go ahead and come around here, and I'll catch this again when I leave. But before we go in, I want you to see the 66-foot tall structure of the soda pop bottle. And that's which part of Route 66? We're in Arcadia, Oklahoma. So that's, yeah. Hi there. We got Turquoise from Los Angeles and Laura, Scotland. Very cool. So let me go around here, and I'm going to try to see if I can get a good backdrop here. It's a little cloudy today and very windy. So I've got some traffic coming in. It's getting close to lunchtime, so there's a nice little grill in here for burgers and stuff like that, sandwiches. Got some appetizers and those things, and I'll show you the menu here in a few minutes. You can see that as well. And so there's the soda pop structure, and this structure, this restaurant and everything was built in 2007. And It was done by a former CEO of the Chesapeake Energy Company, who invested in some other restaurants and things as well. But this is a great idea for Route 66 and a very unique place to go. So as we come up along the front here, you can see the different flavors of soda pop that line the shelves inside the restaurant, which is a really cool idea. It gives a lot of color to the store. So we're going to see there's going to be soda pop, restaurant, there's a convenience store type stuff. There's 700 different flavors of bottled soda pop. Yeah, it is, Satyam. It is the soda pop structure out front is a great neon sign as well, and it lights up in different colors at night. So we're coming through here in the daytime. We don't get to see that, but I am going to post a link to the resources like I usually do after the tour, so you can get more information on the tour and where we're at, and then also get to see a picture of that neon sign out front all lit up. So I've been here a couple times before, and the food's pretty good. It's pretty basic stuff, diner type stuff, and tried a few flavors of the soda pop. But as you can see, as we come in here, pan down a little bit, you can see the soda pop on the walls over there on the other side as well. But got just kind of basic things here for kind of souvenirs and candy convenience store items. Some sunglasses here for sale. A few brochures, tourism type brochures for Oklahoma. Information about that. Postcards and ball caps. A lot of Oklahoma Route 66 stuff here. Yeah, so that's really cool. And then the pop 6-pack cartons. So you can come through here and get a 6-pack of different flavors. You just go pick out your flavors that you want. Like I mentioned, there's 700 flavors. Bottled soda. If you guys will follow too, I'll post some more links and some pictures and some resources, and then you'll be able to get notifications for the next tours that I have. The next one will be tomorrow. I'll be in Amarillo, Cadillac Ranch. So yeah, it is an interesting place, isn't it, Diane? Thank you. Yep. So we're going to kind of pan around here, and more souvenir stuff. More snack stuff. And then on this side, some typical refrigerator magnets and things like that. We got t-shirts. So if you guys have any questions, I'll try to look on the chat screen here. What's on the big screen TVs? I don't see anything on them right now. They were probably, I thought Route 66 was just a road. Route 66 is a highway. Cyrus Avery actually founded, or created the idea of Route 66 as a member of the Federal Highway Board to create an interstate highway going across the United States. And that was in 1926. So Route 66 was born. Yeah, there was an old Route 66 TV show. So that's right. So it's an iconic road. It's called the Mother Road. Will Rogers Memorial Highway, part of it. You can see up here some of the states. These are the states that it travels through. It starts in Chicago, Illinois, and ends up in Santa Monica Pier in LA County, the final destination. It was a very important road in the early part of America's automobile travel, connecting the United States for the fastest, most scenic, according to this Route Highway 66 Association, way to get from one side to the next. Get your kicks on Route 66. Yeah. Been a lot of songs, movies, TV programs, other things, all about good old Route 66. So it's kind of interesting that it's like I grew up, part of my time I grew up, I lived in Oklahoma for a long time and lived in Tulsa area for a long time. And so Route 66 passes through Tulsa, and of course we're near Oklahoma City now. Yeah, believe that it's actually 2,448 miles, Maura. And a lot of people do that. A lot of people come even from other countries and travel. Some people go by a vintage car that are in the U.S. or motorcycles, things like that. To have routes to get on Route 66. You can't travel the entire road by old Route 66. It's been replaced by about 5 highway systems. The 2 highway systems in Oklahoma are I-40 and I-44. And then going across the variety of states, you hit the other highway system. So, okay, so this is interesting. I mentioned tomorrow morning I'll be in Amarillo, and I'm going to do Cadillac Ranch, which that one says Texas. And that's a picture of the Cadillacs. So I think there's 7, 8, 9 maybe, okay, of Cadillacs that were buried face first into the ground. Yeah, there is a lot of snacks here. And so over the years, when they were first put in, they were like brand new. And so, or, original. And over the years, they started to be vandalized. Well, then it became more graffiti art and things like that. And over the years, everybody kind of comes through there, leaves their mark. Lori and I have been there a couple of times. You just take some spray paint, put your name or where you're from or any other information on there. So it's actually become kind of it was started as an art project. And so now it's evolved over the decades of being a big art experiment. And it's become an icon of Route 66. Over here is the Blue Whale, and that's the one I did over near Catoosa, Oklahoma. I did that one a few days ago. Kind of talked about the Blue Whale. So that was on a previous tour. I'll probably post some video and maybe some pictures of that on Rick and Lori's Grand Adventure as I get time as we cross the United States visiting family. So why were they put there in the first place? Well, it was actually an art experiment. If you read about it, it says it was hippie art, and which is kind of interesting. It's kind of funny, depending on how you define hippies. But I believe it was 1967. The owner of the property there decided that he wanted to put an art display out, and so that was the idea. So a lot of interesting things, when you read about Route 66 and the different icons that are out there of features of Route 66. You have the meteor crater. You have where a giant meteor landed out in, I believe it was in Arizona or New Mexico. And I can't remember now. I should know that. But so anyway, it crosses all of these states in the United States. The Blue Swallow Motel, that's in New Mexico. We're going to see that. We usually take pictures when we go through there. I believe that one's in Tucumcari, New Mexico. Which, tell more about the person who established this Pops Enterprise and who his architect was. I'm not sure who the architect was. I apologize, I don't know that. But the guy that built it, funded it, was he was a former CEO of a Chesapeake Energy Company, and I'm trying to remember his name right now. I can't remember off the top of my head. Hey, thanks for the tip, Mike. I do appreciate it. So, but yeah, just as a business idea, and to pay homage to Route 66 because it's such a big feature of Oklahoma, a big historical part of Oklahoma, and how Oklahoma benefited from that interstate travel. You know, Tulsa and Oklahoma City are kind of in towards the center of the U.S., and so they're major hubs for industry, for commerce, for travel, tourists as well. And we're going to see here, it looks like we've got an old icy machine in here. So I don't know if you guys are familiar with ices, but I grew up drinking ices back in the day. Thank you, Cynthia. Appreciate the tip. And back in the day, they were at the 7-Elevens. You guys from the States might remember the 7-Elevens, some of the first convenience stores around. So they're still pretty popular in some areas. So we got different, just regular flavors of soda pop here, and then they got their Round Barn root beer is one of their creations of the Pop 66 store here. So yeah, let's kind of get a little closer and see some of these labels. Really interesting here. We got some of these are from old soda pop manufacturers from, all the way through history of U.S. I'm not sure what all. We got Dr. Brown's root beer, so there's an iconic one there, yeah. And got A.J. Steffen's Wild Strawberry from Boston, the Pop Shop Cream Soda. Oh, yeah, I know, right? It's like, with 700 flavors of soda pop, how do you pick which ones to start with? Journey Birch Beer, New Grape. There's some, I don't know if you can read these because the light's behind them, but that says Yacht Club Fruit Punch, Honey Cola, Big Red, Cutstown Birch Beer, so a lot of different birch beers, sarsaparilla and root beers, things like that here. Sioux City. Granddaddy of all root beers, it says. I'm going to back out a little bit. Remember, you guys are trying to get postcards, so I'll try to stop occasionally moving around so you can get some postcards. Some of these really beautiful colors, the different varieties. And look at here, we still have good old Coca-Cola there. And Crush. We've got Orange Crush and Fanta. And you'll notice that some of the bottles are different colors. So this Fanta here and this Orange Crush, even though it is orange soda pop, the light through the glass, through the windows, has faded the color. These have been here so long. Yeah, you wouldn't want to drink these off the shelf here because they've been displayed so long that the sun has leached the color out of the soda pop. Come around here. Let's see what else we've got. Okay, so here's the root beer section. Got quite a few. That postcard might be a little tough because of the glare off the glass there, but there's a whole section of postcard of root beer there. Here's also in California, Route 66. And then there's another one. I'm trying to remember which state it's in, but they're the Wigwam Motels. And when we were traveling Route 66, one time we stayed in the Wigwam Motels over there in San Bernardino, which was a lot of fun. So we did a little more tour here of this side. And some of these brands you might recognize. There's Dad's root beer, Dad's cream soda on this side. So then we're into the cream sodas. Yeah, imagine cleaning those shelves. Yeah, you're right. It's a lot of work here for sure. And just keeping them all the different flavors stocked. I can't even imagine, look. Oh, we got one up here that says high caffeine. So you got the high caffeine section. That's interesting. Precursors to the Red Bull and the energy drinks were the high caffeine drinks. I don't know if you guys remember Jolt Cola. That was one of those early ones. They have a no caffeine section. That's interesting. I don't know about that. A lot of times root beer doesn't have caffeine in it. And I think probably like cream soda and some things like that. So, yeah, that's an interesting question. I'm sure they have a diet section, with the no sugar. But, there's... I'm trying to slow down so you can get some postcards. Thanks, Justin. I do appreciate that. I'm trying to remember the flavors that I tried last time because I like root beer. And so I tried a couple different kinds of root beer, and I like cream soda. Here's a brand called Hank's. They make some... Oh, thanks, Karen. Yep, you bet. Appreciate you being here. I really do. And follow, and you can get more information on some other tours that we'll be doing. So here's some also, along with all of the other snacks and stuff, we've got the good old moon pie. These are the double deckers. Looks like we've got vanilla, banana, and chocolate. So it's kind of interesting. The moon pie is like one of those cultural foods as well, even though it's just a packaged snack food. It's I know in the I don't remember when moon pies came out, but I know a long time ago, and they've been around Oklahoma area and kind of the southern part of the U.S. for a long time, and then they became popular everywhere. But so it's kind of interesting that I couldn't figure out what to get my dad for Christmas. And so we were in Bass Pro Shops the other day over there in Oklahoma and out there in Broken Arrow, Oklahoma. And so I got him a case of banana double-decker moon pies. That was his Christmas gift. So, and of course I got to taste one as well. He would get to share those. Grandma calls Sheldon moon pie. Yeah, that's funny. Yeah, that's I would say a kind of a southern thing. I don't know if I trying to get some postcards for you guys. I'm going to turn some of these. There's not a lot of room to do vertical shots in here, but maybe some of these things are with the display cases and stuff will work. Like I said, there's a lot of glare on some of these. And then we've got, so here's just a variety pack you can buy off the shelf. Great American Road Trip, Route 66. Oh, they originated in Chattanooga, Tennessee. That's really cool information. Yep. So it's like the one that they have packaged together here says Herb Sarsaparilla, Oso Orange, Dad's Root Beer, McFuddy Pepper Elixir. Wow, I wonder what that one tastes like. And then some Old Keg Butterscotch beer. Well, I think those are good flavors to try. I might have to get one of those variety packs and try that out. And then back here, they got a little different variety pack. Got some Frosty root beer, some Old Red Eye root beer, Dad's root beer, Herb Sarsaparilla, and then Brownie's caramel root beer. You guys might be familiar with some of those brands. And like I mentioned, these some of these soda pop displays have been over here so long that the colors faded out of them. Seems like they would replace some of those, but I don't know. I'm sure they do. So we got more of these. We got this Cool Mountain Strawberry. And then here's, we were talking about Jolt earlier. I didn't even know they made this says with natural caffeine, red eye. I didn't know there was a unnatural caffeine. Here's a little bit more. Here's some birch beer. Here's one that's a little different kind of a bottle. What does this one say here? BB Cafe. Those look really old. Jingle Juice. I wonder what that tastes like. Always ask for Avery's. All right. So that's a holiday season thing. And so here's the cafe part of this. As you can see, it's not a lot. I mean, they do some grill food, hamburgers, onion rings. They do wraps. Have a few specialty items on the menu. They call with the so. See, I'm going to come over here and grab one of these menus, and we'll take a look at the menu real quick. Here's a copy of the menu. Pops, Food, Fuel, and Fizz. Route 66, Arcadia, Oklahoma. Yeah, I wonder what 100-year-old soda tastes like. Yeah, it's interesting. Oh, want to see the Santa pop bottles again? Okay. I'll try to get back over there. I've got about 6 minutes left. So I was going to show you some of the items here that are on the menu. We've got some desserts. That root beer bread pudding. I love bread pudding. So you know what? Today, when we get done with this tour, I think I'm going to try some of that. Hand-dipped ice cream. Turtle molten lava cake. Oh, I love lava cake. I've got iced tea, Arnold Palmer, bottomless fountain soda pop of all these different flavors, and then milkshakes. So like I said, I will post a link to the Pops website and maybe some other resources about Pops and Route 66 after the tour. So if you'll follow, you'll get the notification, and then you'll see my posts. So here's you got your fried chicken sandwiches, BLTs. There's one called Nashville Hot Chicken Sandwich. Pulled pork, that's always a good one. One of my favorites. Hot dogs, chili dogs, Pop's dog. That one has cream cheese, diced red onions, and diced pickles on a gourmet bun. Yeah, it is. Hey, thanks for the tips. And starters, Pop samplers, chicken quesadillas, fried pickles. I don't know if you guys have had fried pickles. Those are kind of tasty. You got salads. And, oh, look, sweet potato fries. I love sweet potato fries. Those are on the list as well. And then with the burgers, we've got, so they've got some of the locals burgers. They got one called the Edmond Burger, which we're close to Edmond, Oklahoma. We're close to the University of Oklahoma campus. Well, within 30 minutes probably over in Norman, Oklahoma. So those of you guys that follow football, the Sooners were a big powerhouse, have been for many, many years. But looks like there's a 66 Fire Burger, a Mother Road Burger, pulled pork, Monterey Jack cheese, onion rings, and Pop's barbecue sauce on toasted jalapeno cornbread. That one sounds tasty. And then the Pop's Burger, it's like it's a 2-patty cheeseburger with bacon and onions and all that good stuff. The Round Barn Burger. So up the street here is a round barn built in 1898. And the way it was built was I'm going to move over here. Somebody's taking my table. So, but anyway, the way that the barn was built was the local bur oak was soaked in the river, and so it became pliable. And then they molded it into the shape that they needed to make the round barn. And the round barn it's a really big place. We're gonna stop by there later, and I haven't been inside it yet. We've been past it a few times. So that's our next little stop. I didn't put it on the Heygo tour because I wasn't real sure of our schedule. I knew we would be stopping by here. And then on the back here, they even have breakfast here. So it's like you can get breakfast in the mornings from 7 to 10:30. We get omelets, the Mother Road breakfast, pancakes, waffles, Texas toast, all kinds of good things, breakfast burritos. So we got more shelves of soda pop. So this whole place, all the walls are surrounded, and you can see all the way to the top here. I don't know how high that is. That's probably about 15, 20 feet. That is lined with the varieties of soda pop. So 700 different kinds of bottled sodas. Whoops. Didn't mean to do that, but get that turned back around. So our time's about up. I just did about a 30-minute tour for this one because I knew we were kind of limited in time, but I wanted to include it in our stops. And here's my beautiful Lori, the other half of Rick and Lori's Grand Adventure. And we're going to go ahead and go back outside. I know that some of you that joined later in the not very Oklahoma grilled Hawaiian dinner special. Yeah, no, 66 doesn't go to Hawaii. That's funny. But yeah, so we've enjoyed this time together. Again, if you'd like to follow and get those notifications of our upcoming tours, we're going to be in Amarillo, Texas tomorrow morning. And we're going to see the Cadillac Ranch out there. Thank you, Maura, for the tip. Appreciate that. And thank you, everyone that has joined today. I know some of you have, traveled from a long ways away from all these other countries and stuff and time zones, and have made an effort to be here. So I appreciate that. So we've got a family over here that's doing a little portrait of their picture next to the soda pop structure. But I'm going to go ahead and focus on that, and they'll be done here in just a minute. So they'll give you another chance for the postcard of that. And again, I know that if some of you are new to the postcards, you'll see that the picture is going to be sideways on your display on your phone or your laptop. But then you can, after you take a picture, you can download it and edit it, rotate it, and those kinds of things. So let me get another pan around here to give them their little shot of family together there in front of the soda pop bottle front. And that soda pop bottle is 66 feet tall. So you're welcome, Ronnie. Thank you for being here. Maybe a selfie with you and Miss Lori. Oh, that'd be fine. We could do that. When this family kind of gets out of the way, we can actually do one here in front of the building. Say hi to Miss Lori. Ronnie Lynn says, say hi to Miss Lori.
Oh, hi.
So let me turn it around and we'll get us in here at the end here. Hopefully the wind is not too bad where you can still hear with the mic. Oh, let's try to get where you can.
It's a little breezy. There goes my glasses.
So, yeah. Okay. So thank you guys so much for joining. We do love Heygo. We love you guys. We appreciate your time you spend with us and getting to share these adventures with you. Hopefully you'll join us on some more tours. And we're going to go for now. I'm going to go ahead and, thank you.
I have a question.
Everyone. Okay.
Ronnie Lynn S., are you from Oregon? Did we go to school together?
All right. Thanks, Kurt. We got Kurt and Cindy that friends of ours from Eastern Oregon, and they they tune in on a regular basis. So I'll try to get. I have to adjust because sometimes. Oh, she's from New York.
Okay. I guess we didn't.
So I have to remember to adjust this a little bit because I'm a little taller than Lori, so I have to scooch down or turn the camera up a little bit to make sure I don't cut her chin off on these pictures. She says, where you go in Oregon?
I went to high school in Elgin, Oregon, and went to college in La Grande at Eastern Oregon University.
Yeah, thank you, ES, for the tip. We appreciate that. So yeah, it's a great thing. Heygo is a. We're able to share these up. I'm getting tongue-tied now. I don't know why. I guess because my face is on the picture. Yeah, we're just happy to bring these tours to you as we travel. And go to rickandlori'sgrandadventure.com. You'll see more of what we've done in the past and what we posted. And then also we have a Facebook page. So I'm going to go ahead and get the soda pop structure here with by itself in for a postcard shot for some of you that wanted to still get that, since the family got their picture and they are on their way down the road. Yeah. Oh, I've been on Route 66 a lot. Yeah, isn't it fun? It's just fun to make those memories, and a lot of times if you have your family with you or things, just like this family that was out here earlier. Thank you, Julia. Making those memories together, getting those pictures, those kinds of things.
Thanks, Ronnie Lynn.
So, like I said, next stop, we're going to be at the Round Barn, which is like about a half a mile from here. And that's another Route 66 stop.
Can you do an impromptu little tour?
I might be able to just pop one up on there for about 30 minutes and see if people from this tour wanted to jump over on there and do a quick one of the Round Barn. So that's a good idea, Lori. I'm going to go ahead and do that. So it'll take me a few minutes to get it set up, but probably in about the next, are we going to have lunch here? So I think we're going to have lunch here. So that'll give me time to set up that next one for the Round Barn, and I'll do that. I haven't been down there to test the signal. Hopefully we'll have a good signal down there, but yeah, so maybe give us about an hour and a half at the most to be down there set up for that one. Thank you, Lori V, for the tip. I appreciate it. And Pamela, God bless you guys, and thanks for being here with us. And so join this afternoon, Linda. Okay, great. All right. Well, I will set it up then. And
it's windy. It's windy.
Thanks, guys. We will see you again soon. All right.
Grilled Hawaiian lunch. Oh, that sounds good.
I think I'm going to go for the pulled pork sandwich. I love those things.
That sounds good too.
Yep. And I don't know what kind of pop now. Maybe the Round Barn root beer. I might give that a try.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that sounds good.
All right, guys. Thank you.
Bye.
Your dessert. My tip is for your dessert. Thank you, Lori.
Oh, awesome.
That'll cover it.
That's awesome.
That's a nice treat. All right. Bye-bye, guys.
Bye.